So I'm wondering if we should start these first in the oven.
Good morning, Transit. Good morning, Vegas. Or should I say OTG? Vegas smacker.
Hey, OTG.
Hi, B. Taylor. Good morning, everyone.
Hey, how's everybody doing today? God, it's early. I'm up early.
I'm up early.
We left, I went home a little early from the Pizza Hut last night. So, can everybody hear me just fine or hear us just fine?
Morning, Richard.
It's
That's
been.
true, Richard. Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
man. Well, there ain't a lot going on here today or yesterday. The coin shop was closed, so didn't really get to do much.
Good morning, Humble. Doing good.
Hey, you know what? We need to get that thing mailed out to Humble.
Okay. If you'll get it ready, I'll go take it one day this week.
We can drop it off in the. I can drop it off tonight, today.
Oh yeah, we could.
We've just been super busy. The kids are out of school, so there was all the last minute school stuff had it going on. What else? Life. Miss West Texas is gonna try to open up a eBay store,
Yeah.
an eBay shop or some sort.
Yeah, we thought we'd give y'all a little break from us. Hope y'all enjoyed it.
We haven't bought anything. In 2 weeks, I got a tube of dimes. In 2 weeks, I've got a tube of dimes, and that's it.
Who is it, Richard? What, do you want to give his name? I don't know. We probably don't know him, but
Who's that?
I don't know. He says he knows a gentleman. Happy birthday! It's not our birthday.
Whose birthday?
Oh no. Whose birthday is it? Who are you saying happy birthday to, OTG? Was it
Humble
Transit?
Good.
Oh, Transit. Okay, happy birthday, Transit. I see now.
Happy birthday, Transit.
Hi, good morning, ASMR. Oil man and race car driver. Wow. I don't know. I've never heard of him. Sounds like he's a pretty cool dude. I mean, he's a race car driver.
Yeah.
I don't know him, but
Yeah, I don't think I know him either.
that's
That doesn't
pretty cool
sound
that
too
you know
James Hall.
somebody around these parts. There's a lot of wealthy people where we live.
So I'm gonna do something a little bit different today.
Jerry was a race car driver. OTG.
OTG, yeah. Did he ever go toward towards race over there in Winona's Big Brown Beaver.
Yes, LOL. Oh my goodness.
Okay, what am I doing? Oh, preheating the oven. Guess what? 350, 375? I'll try 375.
We rinse that. I don't know why it's making my eyes water. It usually never does. Must be a strong onion.
I don't know how long to bake these for, but they're gonna get baked. Yeah, what, 2 weeks and I got a little old tube of mercury dimes and that's it.
Yep.
I just can't believe it. I'm going through I'm going through like that's probably enough onion. I'm going through like withdrawals or something. I haven't bought any silver in quite a while. So,
Glasses.
check these out. They're little tortillas that are shaped like bowls, right? Boats. So I'm gonna put, see that? I know, probably not the best shit to be buying at the grocery store. Like everything already has enough god dang preservatives and artificialness, and now I'm getting
Hi, James.
pre-shaped tortillas, you know.
Hi, Happy Tiger. How are you, sweetie? And Transit, that is so true. So does it seem like nobody's really been doing lives or something? He says it seems like everyone disappeared. I guess texting is getting harder these days.
I don't think it's getting harder.
I don't know. Maybe
think
people
so.
are just having a harder time buying it. I don't know. Mr. West Texas works his butt off to get what he gets, so, or to get what we get. So,
Well, you get your own.
well, yeah.
On occasion, I'll buy you something.
Anybody have any holiday plans? We're just gonna go. We might go to our neighbors for a little bit, and then to my mom's.
You got the onion chopped up?
Yeah. Can you give me a bowl I can put it in so I can do these peppers?
Here, just this little blue bowl will work, right? Does Macy like, or does our child like jalapenos?
I don't know. I don't know if she likes them or not. I don't think she's ever eaten them. I don't know though. I think she had some on her nachos.
So I don't know if nah, Richard, we stack a little bit of gold. There's a lot more onion than you thought, huh? We stack a little bit of gold sometimes.
Yeah, we just got a nice
OTG, that's the truth. You gonna put the jalapenos in there with them?
Okay.
I haven't had coffee in like, huh? I haven't had coffee in like a week.
Good morning, Chris in Virginia.
Good morning, Chris.
How are you? Can I have a spoon? I scoop that stuff out.
So my goal is coming along just fine though for the week. Well, for the next 4 weeks. For the next 4 weeks. Wash your hands after. Yeah, I haven't seen any videos from Pirate either. Yeah, that was kind of interesting. But so I'm sorry. So my plan was to buy a tube of dimes for every week for 4 weeks, and then at the end of the 4 weeks, I'm going to go buy a pretty good sized chunk of gold and or whatever whatever I can get for the amount of money that I have at the time. So I'm hoping it'll be at least close to a half ounce. That's not a bad thing. It's I've always kind of said that stacking silver gets in the way of buying gold. So hopefully this will be a way to change it around. Oh, that's awesome. So we went shopping today, and y'all want to know something funny? I know Nickel has been putting out quite a bunch of stuff about the price of groceries and the tariffs and all that. I don't know how it is where y'all are at, but here it seems like the price of groceries is going down here. Oh, it's on OTG. So I'm gonna put this eggs in here and this shit like this. And you see that? And it makes kind of like a little boat, I guess, out of it. So and we can sprinkle some. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. Ain't that some slick stuff right there? Yeah, it was just a little observation I made that it does seem like it just does. It seems like the price of stuff's going down. So, a lot of people are still making a big deal about Trump and his tariffs and I just don't really think that it's hurting anything, Like, I think it's getting better out there. So anyways, I hope I ain't overfilling those. I figured 2 eggs would be okay. I guess in a couple of them, I'll just try 1 egg. I don't know. These son of a bitchin' eggs are all fucking broken, though. That's odd. Should I just do a couple with 1 egg each in them?
However you want to do them. It's your thing.
So yeah, I'll just try doing 1 egg in some of these, I guess.
Ooh, I don't know if these are any good.
Ah, you know what? Screw it. I got 2 eggs left. I ain't gonna leave that. Hey, there was like 4 of these eggs broken in here. You know that?
I don't know how they got broken. They weren't broken.
No, they weren't broken at the store. All right, Richard, it was good having you in.
Bye, Richard. Have a good day. Bye, Happy Tiger. Have a good day.
Should I saute those onions and jalapenos first?
I probably would, yeah. Because they'll be real crispy. You just make them in the oven.
Well, I tell you, you know who was good to see back on? Oh, Pistol Packing Pilot. So he came out with a little premiere the other day. It was great seeing him back. Yeah, Triple P. He's gonna.
What happened, OTG?
I hope he.
They were making fun of me. I heard them. They didn't know I was on their live, and that night they were so mad at Mr. West Texas. I heard them giggling, like laughing and giggling that I just had 3 people on my live. Like it was so childish.
Well, I was on their live yesterday morning, and Vegas thanked me for my service and all that.
Oh, I didn't know about all that.
Yeah, I didn't. It was yesterday. So.
Well, anyway, I heard them making fun of me. I was like, okay. I'm not even the one that did it to y'all.
I will admit, I mean, I'll be the first to admit that, and y'all can tell Vegas and LBS and Blue Collar there that was a fairly asshole-ish thing of me to do, though. I mean, if there was a such thing as YouTube cock blocking, I definitely did that.
I don't know why you did that.
Sorry for my vulgarness, but, you know, kind of, not really. I mean, that was seriously.
Yeah, because when you do something to somebody, they don't know whether it's you or me doing it.
Wow, really? I guess I wasn't around for that. That's horrible. I wouldn't.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry, OTG. That's messed up, dude. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
That sucks. That's You just don't go there. That's a
No.
place you don't go, dude. Like seriously, that crosses a line that you can't come back from. Making fun of me and stuff, that didn't bother me. I was still cool with them and everything, and I'm still cool with them. But like that's like, yeah, that's crazy to say something like that.
Well, I'm just here to do. We're just here to do our own thing, you know. Like I said, it was I threw in a major cock block on him on that. I guess why I did it was because there was kind of an important message there that if people would have been listening, they could have got the gist of it. And if y'all want to go ahead and find out what that was, that message, rewatch Constitutional's interview with Jake from Hero Bullion, and you'll find out. It was a damn good interview, and it's something could end up, you know, people could end up getting excited about, because Hero Bullion's all about the underdog, man. They're not like SD Bullion that's all over, you know, all over Yankee and that Silver Dragons, you know. They're they're all over those guys' nuts, man. They're on their balls deep. And Hero's just not like that. Hero's all for the smaller channels. That was the point I was trying to get. Go ahead.
Did they call you that, like laughing and like cutting up, like they just thought it was funny to call you that, or like, "Good morning, Silver Spurs," or like, was it like y'all got like angry and it was said to you? Hey, we all like know that you troll, like that's your thing, and like, I don't know.
I think that's the best thing. You know, I think that's a pretty damn
You're
cool
hilarious.
thing. You're hilarious.
You are hilarious.
You keep that chat interesting.
Keep it very interesting.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. You can go push the limit just a hair.
Yeah, but not compared to some people.
But we already know that about you. Like, you are who you are, and we've accepted that, and we love you for it.
Yeah, exactly.
But to go, I'll yell, call my neighbor across the street a pedo.
Well, he
but
is,
that's because
though.
he is,
He's
you know.
a convicted one.
But there ain't no need to.
Not even in fun or anything. Hey, Alex. Good morning.
Yeah. It's crazy. Look, we have 2 creamers now.
Oh, that's so messed up, OTG. I'm sorry, dude. That, you know. And then, yeah. I'm so sorry. Well, you're always welcome with us, and you know we love you, and we just told you how we feel about you. I haven't been a blank since I turned 18. Oh. How are you, Alex? Oh, you should see what he's making.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I don't know how he does some of his stuff. It's
Morning, Alex. Oh, that coffee. Oh, what was I doing?
yeah, you are very blessed. You're very talented and blessed. Like, blows my mind. Like, every time you do something, then you go and do something even better, and I'm like, you should see his new shoes too. Oh,
Morning
awesome.
news. Thank you, Alex. Who's morning news?
Good morning, morning news.
Oh
Blessings
my God.
to everyone. Safety, health, happiness, abundance, and prosperity to you all.
Were you gonna get coffee this morning? Or no?
No. You're headed to Alabama?
Who's heading to Alabama? Transit's heading to Alabama.
Yeah, there's no room for hate. Like, that's just ridiculous. We don't need to be doing that.
Well, I don't know. I'm not going to speculate or say, but I do think that some of these people are.
Did you apologize to them?
To who?
To Vegas and them?
I apologize to LBS. I guess I could probably apologize to.
Oh, I thought you did already. I'm sorry. You said you were on his live.
Well, I did, but I just said good morning.
Alex, you missed a lot of drama. Mr. West Texas did something to these other streamers last. Anyway, I'll tell you about it offline. He doesn't want to relive what he did.
But
the Bible says in the end times, the love of many will wax cold. I can feel it happening to me as well. You're right. It does feel that way. It feels like nobody cares about each other anymore. It really does.
well, I care about them. I do.
No, we do. I'm not saying that not us. We care. I mean, we care about everybody.
Most people.
I don't. Well, maybe I was being a little over exaggerated there. I care about many people, but there's a few I don't. I could do without. So, but what happened to you is not cool at all.
We got to be real careful about what we put in these, otherwise our child won't want to eat
Just
it.
make one without.
Without the stuff?
Yeah, just make one without. You already know that one's gonna eat it. The only one we have to worry about is her.
What the hell is that?
I want to make hash browns. And those are in the oven.
What?
I want to make them when those are in the oven.
Okay. I'd really like to have a molhokete.
It's okay. I understand. OTG, like, I get it, you know, and especially because, like, you were friends with that one person for so long, and then it's like, they didn't even defend you. They just, like, I mean, there's a word I want to say, but I'm not going to say it. You are a Jedi. Good. Good for you. Then you have the Force with you. That's all you need.
Well, I hope this shit comes out good. I've never done this before.
I can't even tell. Oh, wait. Hold on. 9.
Yeah, 9 watching. So, Miss West Texas got a very pretty coin in the mail yesterday. Was it yesterday or day before? Day before yesterday. Very pretty, very new. And we did get it. Well, I actually ordered it for her because, and it was through SD Bullion, and I went ahead and ate the shipping on it. Because sometimes I really just don't care. Like, you know, for us to eat the shipping on something every once in a while, it doesn't, hurt our dollar cost average. You know,
Yeah, that's not never been a deal breaker for me.
like
Unless it's like ridiculous.
the dollar cost average. It's kind of, we would have to make a whole lot of buying mistakes in order to ruin our dollar cost average. But like,
B. Taylor says right, because their minimum is pretty high for free shipping.
yeah,
And then OTG says if you hold long enough, even the premiums don't matter.
yep, yeah, that's true too.
Man, I'm just like holding out hope on some, on crypto going up.
Well,
I've been holding my crypto, and I haven't been trying to invest in different ones like I should have.
so I'm gonna leave one plain.
So you got the 90% at spot? Huh, Mr. Red Sexist?
Huh?
B. Taylor says, so you got the 90% at spot?
That tube of dimes? Ooh, no, it was what I got in Miss West Texas was that roaring lion. The 90% the tube of dimes that I bought last weekend before, or last weekend, the tube of dimes I bought last weekend, oh God, I paid 110 for the tube. So what is that?
110 divided by 10?
No, divided by 5.
Divided by 5?
Yep. And that'll give you the face price of the face value.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful, B. Taylor. Oh my gosh. I love it.
So what's that? What's that face?
Um, 22.
Huh?
22.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I got it at 22 face then.
I'm gonna do a video, and I'll show it in that video, B. Taylor. It's gorgeous. He knows what I like. He definitely does.
Transit, if I was you, I would change states. I would go ahead and set up a PO box here in Texas.
How often do you come through here, Transit?
It's been a while. Okay, what do you think?
Yeah.
What do y'all think? What do y'all think those are going to turn out like? I don't know. Ooh, that one's.
He says, I'd like to. Sexy, says OTG.
Well, let's see.
Morning, Trader Bella. It is these little shells. He bought at the store, and he filled them with egg and peppers and onion.
Where's the
and
other?
cheese.
Where's the new box of them?
Maybe over there in that stuff. Yeah, we won't. Good morning, Tom Larson. How are you? He's gonna show you Trader Bella. We got him at Walmart. You can't find him?
I think that was the new ones. Where the old? Oh, here they are. They're just these soft tortilla bowls. See that? From Old El Paso. Eight flour tortillas. Old El Paso. But
It's basically an omelet in a bowl.
Kind of like an omelet in a tortilla bowl. Yeah, pretty
He
much.
comes through Texas a lot, but not as much on the I-20. Yeah, I don't like being on the I-20.
Um, who's that? Transit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, once the weather changes a little bit and gets colder, he makes it over this way just a touch more, because the road ain't as bad.
Yeah, I-20. I get nervous every time we have to get on it.
I'm making a small mess over here. I'm trying not to.
Why Transit? Why not? What's wrong with Mission? Because I buy their products.
Mission tortillas?
Yeah, he goes. It's good that they're not Mission food tortillas.
Mission suck.
Is it because you don't like them, or is you know something? Because if you know something, you need to tell us.
Mission tortillas, they're mass produced, and they got, I mean, that's all you see, right? So in order to put the longer shelf life on them, they put more preservatives and shit in them.
Yeah.
If you see a lot of these off-brand tortillas they're from little factories or tortilla factories like
that Marquez
in Lubbock or other places. Get those. They make them daily,
Oh, I'm sorry, Transit. Well, F Mission then. Silver Spurs, he is a Sunday morning breakfast chef, yes.
I can cook a pretty good steak too. And I like them raw too.
Yeah, when he does cook, he always cooks good. So yeah, I guess you could say he's a bit of a chef.
No, not really.
I said a bit of a chef, not a full chef.
How do you want these hash browns?
Oh, that's interesting, Transit.
Oh no. What the shit, man?
What? Are they overflowing?
Yeah.
I knew it. I was thinking you had too much egg in there. Take some egg out.
Only one? What the frick, man? Shit.
Okay, so my mom has this tortilla warmer, and it looks like one of those sandwich makers or like a waffle iron, but it's like just flat. And you put the tortilla in the middle and you push it, bring it down, and it warms it up on both sides. And she got it at Goodwill years ago, and we've been looking for another one, and we have not been able to find one anywhere. And then we went to a flea market in Amarillo, and they had one there, and they had them so high priced, but they were really cool. He moved to industrial orange juice machines.
I don't know, man. It might work, it might not. Holy shit. I don't hardly ever fail. I guess I could always scramble them. See what happens when you try something new?
Mostly cheese will overflow and get crispy. Let it do its thing, says
Well, yeah, but I put it in a smaller pan, and I don't want it like overflowing onto the bottom of the oven. It should be all right though. So these things, what I didn't think about is these little bastards right here. They hold their shape like this. See? They hold that shape just right until they get warm in the oven. And then once they get warm in the oven,
collapsing?
they collapse.
Okay, I gotta go see this.
See?
Oh no! It's just that one.
That's two. wah, wah.
As long as it doesn't overflow into the oven.
I don't think it will. What a turd job, man.
Y'all should see it.
I got all excited. I was all
It really
excited
looks
too.
like a mess.
I was all excited too, like,
What
oh,
you
this
should have
shit's
did was you should have warmed those up in the air fryer first.
like,
Harden them.
like harden them a little bit. I was like, hell yeah, this is gonna be freaking epic.
Good morning, Debsy.
And
Good
it was
morning.
an epic
Come on in.
fail.
We just had an epic fail.
No, I bet it'd come out all right. Next time I try it, I'm definitely gonna.
We're still gonna eat it.
I'm going to. I'm going to put it in a higher pan, like like instead of a baking sheet.
So Transit CERN really turned what did they do?
They turned lead into gold.
They turned lead into gold. That's true. They really did that in their machine. Good morning, being Becky. How are you, sweetie?
Being Becky, thank you for the little mail pack.
Thank you. Yes.
Mail.
I have your little sticker up on our fridge. It was so cute with the little puppies. I love it. Someone put a bunch of alligators in the Rio Grande. We've seen one in there before. Remember we saw one?
We weren't at the Rio Grande. We were at the Guadalupe.
Oh, that's right. It was the Guadalupe. We saw one in the Guadalupe, not the Rio Grande. I got confused.
Well, they better be careful with that. They put any more gators in the Rio Grande, everybody would be having the cheapest alligator boots and belts and wallets everywhere.
Cheaper than a wall. That's what OTG said. When cooking, you never fail. You found a new way, says Silver Spurs.
Yep.
Amen to that. Y'all hear about this golden dome that we're getting? That's pretty cool. About time is all I can say. It's been vulnerable for, long enough.
I may have put too much egg in them. I may have. Whatever, live and learn. Experiences, right? You learn by your little F-ups.
Like a firmament? Is that what you mean? Is space really water? Y'all think space is really water? God separated the waters from the waters? Could it be that space is really water? Because when you look at, think about it. When you look at a star through a telescope or anything, you see that wobbly effect, like it's underwater. Like it literally, I've seen videos where it just completely looks like it's underwater. But it's up in space.
Black water.
But it's up in space.
I don't know. I don't know if I buy into all that.
It's in the Bible.
That space is water?
Well, it said he separated the waters from the waters. So that means that he separated it, and now we have a firmament. It says in the Bible there's a firmament. I'm just saying that's what the Bible says. It does. I mean, I can look up the verse if you want.
No, that's all right. I've read it.
Are you serious, Silver Spurs? That is nuts. Over the next month here in Austin, we're getting ready to have 1,000 unmanned Tesla cars riding around our city, taking up our space. That's kind of, that's not kind of, that is scary. Wow. Wow. I've seen videos where people have been in them and they've went berserk, just driving all in circles and all over the place.
I think
Being Becky, it's like these little bowls, like scrambled egg bowls. Show her the real quick. He like scrambled egg, and we like did jalapeno and onion and cheese, and we put them in these bowls, and we put them in the oven. But they're kind of overflowing. So, but we're still gonna eat them. Don't get it twisted. We're still gonna eat them.
We're fat for a reason.
Yeah, we're a fat family.
No, we're not. We got 3 skinny kids.
You drove a Tesla for 6 months. I almost turned gay. Oh no, you're so funny. Being Becky, you have any holiday plans? You're in Florida, right?
You know, these holiday, I don't really see Memorial Weekend as a holiday. You know that?
No, I wouldn't see it as a holiday either, but I mean, that's what they call it. At least you don't have to tip the driver. That's it. Right? I mean, you shouldn't have to tip a robot, AI, whatever is going to be driving them.
So, did you hear about the AI thing that resorted to blackmail for self-preservation? Yeah. There was some kind of AI thing that they were gonna, some kind of AI thing they were doing, and they were gonna, like, how do you call it, uninstall it or whatever, and the AI resorted to blackmail
Like it became,
to try to preserve itself.
almost like it became sentient.
Yeah.
Wow. I think it is sentient. I think it's already sentient. Okay, you're going to be avoiding crowds and hitting the pool. That sounds like a good plan to me. Your Uber tip was $15. Yeah. You'll be watching the WWP auction.
The Wounded Warrior Project. You know, I know that in the beginnings of this Wounded Warrior Project stuff, there was some controversy with it. So I've never really gotten behind the Wounded Warrior Project.
I don't know, like a lot of these, come to find out, a lot of these places that you donate to, like, just scams.
Yeah.
Dang, transit, poor you, you tipped twice, so did you tip twice and it was 15 for both tips, or did you tip 15 twice? 'Cause that's a big tip.
Hey, that Uber driving's not a bad gig.
Being Becky, can I call you BB? Do you mind? I like that, BB. I don't know why I thought of that. I know, for real. Tip with cash.
Doesn't matter now that tips aren't going to be taxed.
Just tip your pizza guy. They don't get that driver fee. That goes to the store. Alright, thank you, B and Becky. I'm gonna call you BB. I just want to make sure you're okay with it. I didn't want you to think I don't want to overstep my boundaries. Yeah, that's what I say, B. Taylor. Like, if it's not me, I tip or don't order it. Yep. That's exactly how, like, that's right. If you can't tip, don't order it.
Friday night, I had 9 deliveries, and 4 of the 9 were non-tippers.
4 people. 4 people in one night did not tip him.
And I only had 9 deliveries, so it's not like I was raking it in, you know.
So I'm not gonna lie to you. Where we live, it's pretty ghetto. Like the city that we live in,
Yeah.
because you could
It
probably
literally
can
has
suffice.
more millionaires per capita than just about anywhere in the world. But it is ghetto. Like you'll have a nice, ritzy neighborhood, and right across the street there'll be a super Dollar General.
Or HUD apartments, like in our neighborhood.
But not saying that people, if people need the help, they need the help, right? But I'm just saying that, it's kind of harsh around here as far as that goes. But what were you gonna say? Yeah, but people don't tip here.
Any area with a pro stadium around is doomed. We don't have a pro
We don't even
stadium.
have a pro stadium.
It's just as long as I can remember, this Odessa has been ghetto. Like it's just a ghetto place. There's just not everybody, but there's quite a few ghetto people here, and
everybody loves to say Midland's better. Midland's better. But guess what? Midland's not much better.
back when I worked for Domino's Pizza, the tip wall was an average of $2. What's it up to now? Says Transient. About $5, you would say?
The tip, what people tip?
Yeah, about what the average?
Yeah, about $5.
About $4 to $5.
$4 to $5
Is the average.
But see, the problem isn't that. The problem is that Pizza Hut charges $5 and like 50 something cents
That pen's getting really hot, baby.
per delivery. A delivery fee.
So the delivery fee is what's basically screwing the
delivery drivers
out of their tips, because people are like, well, they're getting that, so
Yeah.
why should I tip? But most people know that doesn't go to the driver.
Most people don't know
But in
that.
case you didn't know, it doesn't go to the driver. It goes to the store. That's just another way for a big corporation to make more money off of your back and sweat.
Vehicle wear and tear for sure.
Any ratchet biat that says, yo, I tip you on the app, brah, means they ain't tipping nothing.
Yeah.
That sounds about right. My son DoorDash is, and it seems like only time he gets a tip is if he has to drive really far out. Oh, that sucks, Silver Spurs. That's messed up. So OTG says he says the WWP was bad years ago, but he doesn't know about now.
Yeah, that's.
BB says, why is WWP bad? I know they send a lot of things to their donator, which should all go to Wounded Warriors, in my opinion.
Like I said, I don't know if it's now. I know in the beginning there was a lot of controversy with it, and I think
I remember you telling me about it.
Yeah, and I mean it was kind of in the beginning stages, and it was more controversy that
OTG says that a few years ago it was disclosed that only 3% went to the Wounded Warriors.
Yeah.
For me, working in the hospitality industry, tipping is often only to the waiter and not to the rest of the staff who has to hustle and make the food. Right? Well, I know, like, my friend used to work at Chili's, and he told me that, like, they would have to split the tips, which I thought, dang, that's kind of sucky if you get, like, $100 tip for a table you waited on, and you have to go split it with everybody. But, yeah.
Baby back, baby back, baby back.
I feel like people should, tip, be polite and tip. Oh, wait, look, they didn't come out that bad.
Well, yeah, but look at all the flipping the egg all over the pan.
Yeah, it overflowed. Yeah, it sounds like it, OTG. That's so sad. Like, I feel like our veterans have been so mistreated. Like, they've been treated so badly. Like, immigrants were chosen over them.
I believe that too. But I also believe and this might come. Oh, excuse me. This might come. I might get backlash for saying this, but there's a lot of veterans out there that don't have any service-related injuries or handicaps that take full advantage of it, and they get disability for some made up fucking,
Yeah.
you know, oh, I have a bad back
Or
because it's service.
PTSD, like.
I have a bad back because it's service related. Bullshit, you know. You know, you ain't got a bad back from that. And I believe that there's a lot of veterans that take advantage of that. And you know, it's funny because
I say something, but I better not.
it's funny because there's a guy that I work with at the mechanic job. He's a tire guy. He's older, and I asked him one day. I said, "Hey, are you gonna go get your free veterans dinner meal? You know how they do that at what store is that? Yeah, or whichever one they're doing it at." And he's like, "Nope, not at all." And I said, "Oh, okay." And that's when he told me, and that's what got me thinking was he told me, he said, "Dude," he said, "I didn't go see any combat. I didn't do nothing special to earn anything. Why should I go get a free veterans meal when I didn't do anything to earn it?" And I thought, that holds a lot of
Well, I
truth.
mean, just the act of joining the military alone is you're doing what most people don't want to do. You're making that sacrifice, whether you were called to combat or not.
Yeah.
You still made that sacrifice for your country, and you're still going to be respected for that.
Well, I get that too. But as I'm talking about these guys that go to the VA
Right.
and
Or
say
people
they got
that
a
get houses that don't need houses. Yeah.
yeah, or they got a bum knee and it has nothing to do with being in the service.
Being Becky
And-
said, "What's a good one to donate to?" And OTG said, "I wish I could answer that."
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, do some research, BB. Let us know. Please email us. Because I'd like to know too. You know, I always say that if I ever become wealthy one day, I want to make my footprint in humanity. I want to help humanity, and veterans would probably be. I'd probably do something for veterans and animals for sure.
You know what I would probably do? I would go.
Or single mothers that don't have that can't, afford to pay their bills.
What I would probably do is go talk to your local VFW.
For what?
To find out who a good donate locally.
Oh, to donate to, yeah.
But even then, I would bet them really close too.
You know, I mean, I've seen people talking about how they get benefits and they don't look injured to me, but I don't know how that works either. I mean, I just assume that anybody that was in the military would get, could get payments when they get out. I don't know.
I see these Facebook ads.
Petition your representatives to actually support and take care of our vets. Yep,
Yeah.
Betsy says. Instead of constantly trying to cut benefits. Very true. Good idea, Betsy.
Okay, those look done.
Well, I heard the disabilities harder to get, than anything. Like, I heard that it's one of the hardest benefits to get. Like, actual disability.
Yeah, I just think that if you're a veteran, fine. If you do seriously have a legitimate injury from the service,
then going and enjoying a free meal is that bad. Maybe taking benefits.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know, but like how your coworker said no.
Yeah.
I mean, I would still say go have a meal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you're right about the other stuff.
Okay, these look better now. I think I just overfilled them.
I think so too. Yeah, whoever finds a charity, let us know. Because I wouldn't mind donating.
And by no means am I talking bad about Wounded Warrior Project. I'm just saying that.
Wait, were you in the military, OTG?
I'm just saying that in the beginning, that that's hot. That there seemed to have had some issues.
I wanted to. At one point when I was in high school, I was talking to a recruiter too, but I never went through. All right, thank you for your service. I did not know that. 82nd Airborne, he says.
Well, you know who else?
Well, thank you for your service. Regardless if you saw any combat or not, you still made that sacrifice and were willing to go to war if you had to. So you're still appreciated, regardless.
Yeah.
You're very welcome. Very welcome. That was, I don't know. That's something I didn't know about you, so it's good to know. Another level of respect there, OTG. Much respect, dudes. All of you who have been in the military, thank you for your service. Whether you saw combat or not.
Wow, that looks pretty good actually. Not too bad.
It really doesn't. What do y'all think? What does everybody think? Would y'all eat that? I'm not a big egg person, but I will eat eggs when he makes them. Probably the only time I eat eggs. I serve the platinum ninja.
I was waiting for that.
Thank
Oh,
you,
boy.
BB says she would.
You know,
B. Taylor says he bets we would make a killer breakfast burrito. Heck yeah. So it's weird. You're in Austin, right, B. Taylor? So in Austin, y'all call them tacos? Because when I was in Corpus, they would call burritos tacos. And here we call them burritos. So I don't know. I'm just curious.
there's a big, that's kind of a big thing here in Texas.
It's a bit of a controversy.
It's a bit of a controversy here in Texas. Depending on where you're at, it's either a taco or a burrito.
Oh, okay. You're not in Austin. Okay, I'm sorry. It was Silver Spur that was in Austin. I am so sorry. Okay, yeah. So here in Texas, part of Texas says taco, part of Texas says burrito. And it's kind of a controversy. We're like, why do you call them tacos or burritos? And I'm like, why do you call them burritos or tacos? It's actually kind of funny. But yeah. Spurs keep Austin weird. Right?
Oh, your brother's in Austin, huh?
My brother is. Alex, are you still in here?
He's probably not.
My brother's in Austin. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So,
anyhow, I've always been kind of skeptical too about joining things like that. You know, when I got out of the Marine Corps, I went to the Vets Club up there where I was from there in Oregon, and I went to join. I wanted to join the Vets Club, right? And I went up to the window and I was like, you have to show your little membership card to get inside. And I asked the lady, I said, hey, I would like to become a member of the Vets Club. And she, like, shut it down right there. She, like, you know,
Why?
I don't know. And it's funny because, you know, I still have my ID, right? And I like showed her the ID, and she was like, "Did you serve it? Did you go to combat?" And I said, "No, ma'am." And she says, "You can't be a member of this club." I said, "Well, this is the Veterans Club. This ain't the VFW." So there's a difference in the two. I said, the Veterans Club is for veterans. The VFW is for veterans of foreign wars.
Mm-hmm.
I said, that's, and anyways, I had a little bit of a hot temper when I got home out of the Marine Corps, and I ended up saying, you know what, lady? F you. I don't want to be a part of your damn club anyways. Because, you know, that's, I mean, and I know what it was. She didn't think that I had been in the service.
Why?
I don't know why.
Isn't it like a small town?
Yeah.
Does everybody know everybody there?
Well, here's the other
Coffee cup, please.
here's the other thing with that. See, is not very many people knew that I went in the Marine Corps in that small town.
Silver Spurs, I heard that a lot of Californians took over Austin. Yeah, that sucks. Somebody would talk to you like that. That's rude.
You know.
I probably would have said some
So,
stuff.
when you're in boot camp and you're about ready to graduate boot camp, you sign a little, it's a little release form. You sign it, and you mail it to your parents. I mean, back then everything was mail, right?
Mm-hmm.
You mail it back to your hometown, and then they submit it and there's a picture, and they submit it to the newspaper, and it'll show your picture, and it'll,
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
and your name and rank, or your name and whatever, and Recruit Depot, San Diego, and all in the works, right? My mom refused to turn that into the newspaper.
Good morning, Stack Attack. Why?
Why? Because she didn't want anybody knowing that I joined the Marines, that I was in the Marine Corps. So no, it wasn't
I would think she would be proud of that.
You would think, right? But see,
she didn't want you to.
She didn't want me to go.
Yeah, that's why. Give me a spoon, please, or whatever you use.
So yeah.
Well, I mean, I get it, but I would have still put your picture. That's.
So nobody knew, like nobody knew that I was, you know, some close friends knew, but that was
is the
it.
difference, Silver Spurs. But see, it's weird because there's no such thing as a burrito on one side in parts of Texas, which is weird to me. They call them tacos whether they're folded or rolled. They don't. Burrito is not in their vocabulary. That's what the weird part is.
So as you can tell, I'm like, that hurt my feelings, you know. And then when I got out of the Marine Corps, you just spilled that all over.
I'm sorry.
Well, not all over, but. And then when I got home, like, I don't know, you know, I guess, you know, for my parents, like my dad, you know, my dad was in the.
Yeah, I was going to say your dad was in the service.
In the service, yeah. And for as gun.
Was he proud of you?
Like, for the 2A, you know, staunch 2A, like, it was weird because they acted like I was just.
Yes, we can make meatballs. I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry. Ackman. I'm just gonna call you Ackman.
Yeah. It was so
Oh,
weird.
you're right downtown.
Oh man, oh, saved it.
My mom was the same way. My dad was a 3 tour sniper, 1 drafted, 2 voluntarily. Wow. And your mom didn't, I'm assuming, hated the military because of that. I mean, if it were me, I would say I would still put it in the paper because I would want people to know my son's making a sacrifice for you.
Well, that's it. Like I mean,
He liked the pew pew lie. Yeah, sounds like it.
I
Sounds like
just,
he was pretty good at it.
I just, it was hurtful. And even when I finally got out and got home, that was another day that like really,
Because you didn't have a welcome party.
not just a welcome party.
Nobody picked you up.
Nobody picked me up from the airport. Like by the time, like, when I finally did get picked up, hell, I could have probably walked into town faster than waited for a
Who
ride.
picked you up?
My mom finally picked me up, but
What took so long? What was the hold up?
because the airport where I lived, the airport was like 20 miles away.
That is sad.
The airport
Really?
was like 20 miles away. And my brother was working fairly close to the airport out there on some ranch house, right?
Mhm.
In between. So my mom had to take him lunch. So I had
So
to,
your brother's lunch was more important, than picking up her
me finally coming
Marine
home.
son.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not kidding either. It was hard for me, but I gave my son permission to go into USMC on a delayed entry program when he was in high school. Really, BB? I bet that was hard. I have two boys. But the aftermath was us 3 sons having a low crawl while Dad had a flashback hunting in the woods.
Wow. That's harsh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's sad. It's very sad. I can't imagine.
So yeah, so I had to sit there and wait.
Hey, Humble.
I had to sit there and wait and wait and wait and wait because
That would have made me cry.
my lunch
I'd have
or my
cried.
brother's lunch was,
I'd have just disappeared. I'd have just been like, F everybody. I'm out.
well, I mean, it wasn't like the homecoming that I was expecting,
Did they have you a party or anything?
Nope. No party, no nothing, just a, yeah.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Which I already knew that. You told me that before.
Yeah. But,
Yeah, I don't know. Like, if that, I don't know.
that's never gonna happen. Like, well, I don't think my oldest is ever gonna join the service, but if Riley here ever decided to, I would never allow that. Like, he would be,
Yeah. I mean, I don't want him to join either, but I mean, if that's what he
Why
wants
not?
to do.
Why not?
Well, if our country has changed and there's no longer evil,
There's
people
always
in
gonna be
control.
evil. That's why you gotta go in.
then yeah. But if there's still evil in control, no.
Nah, there's always gonna be evil. So, That's why you got to
Not-
go in and
Not when Jesus comes back to reign for 1,000 years, there will be no more evil.
well, you can damn sure bet that when Jesus comes back to reign, it's going to be Marines standing next to him,
Yeah,
keeping the evil away.
angels. Angels and Marines. So I don't know if y'all have ever heard this story, but there's there's a few men the whistleblowers talking about when they were in the Marine Corps, they were Marines stationed in Afghanistan, that they, I guess a group went out and they never came back, and so they sent out another group to go look for them. And these men claim that when they went to go find these guys, they ran into a red-haired giant. And they said that the giant killed a bunch of that group.
Oh my God!
He does not like what that's not.
It's not conspiracy,
Well,
but
don't say it. You're not supposed to say that word.
oh, I don't know.
Anyway, they claim that they ran into this giant. I'm telling you, these are ex-military men saying this. I saw it on TV. They swear that this giant killed like a few of them, and then they were able to finally kill him. It took a lot of bullets. And
So
stuff.
did they get any pictures with the giant?
I think this was before camera phones when we first went over there.
There was camera phones when we first went over there.
No, there wasn't.
Yeah, there was.
Not when Bush was. No, we didn't. I didn't have a camera phone when Bush was president.
Well, by God, there was disposable cameras. You could go get you a Kodak disposable
Kandahar
camera.
Giant. See, they know what I'm talking about.
That's a bunch of bullshit.
Oh, that's BB. Thank you for your son's service.
What?
Say what I'm talking about is BS.
I'm not saying that what you're talking. You're just relaying the story that you heard.
You do know everything, OTG. I'm so glad. I was trying to think of the name. Kandahar Giant. Yep, he was a red-haired giant. You know the story, right? They said that he I was trying to think of the name. Yep, he was a red. Uh-oh. Hold on, y'all. My sound came on my laptop. It's delayed. Do you see how delayed it is?
I don't. Yeah.
So anyway.
Our internet sucks.
Yeah, we have horrible internet. So yeah, that was a crazy story. I watched it the other day. I saw them talking about it, and they said that they killed it and that the military took it, seized it.
Mm-hmm. There's 4 of us here, right?
Yes. One of our children is missing.
Who?
Not missing literally, but.
Oh.
So I still have a son that I have one that's already an adult, and he's definitely not going in the military unless he gets drafted. Which
There ain't gonna be.
I hope he doesn't. He's 25 years old, but I do have a 14-year-old that may possibly decide he wants to go. I don't know. I watched part of an interview from an ex-high official concerning 300 feet dreadlock creatures living in caves for thousands of years in caves underground.
Damn it!
Nothing surprises me anymore.
I dropped some bacon.
GG.
Oh my God!
They say if we knew what's really out there, we wouldn't sleep at night.
I've been out there at night. There ain't nothing out there at night.
Been out where?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. You go everywhere. Yeah. My stepdaughter got a new dog. What kind of dog, Transit?
Hey, kiddo. Woo! Come here. Come on.
Our kids would sleep and sleep and sleep and sleep. My mom's got a Shih Tzu.
Your mom's got a shit too? What'd you say?
You heard me. Those are cute. Well, my husband hates it when new cats enter our household.
I hate cats. Oh my god, we got one cat I love, but that's because she's been with us the longest. And F all the other ones.
He hates my cats, and I love my babies. I get why he hates. I mean, I don't even like one of my cats. Like, she's one of those cats that you try to pick her up, she goes, "Meow." She gets all weird. Like, she's like autistic. Can cats be autistic, y'all? Because I think we have one. I'm not like, no joke, no laughing matter. I literally think that she's autistic.
What are you talking about?
Zoe?
The cat?
Yes, she doesn't like being touched unless she wants you to touch her, unless she decides. If you try to pick her up, she growls and moans like she's gonna kill you. Oh no, that's not good. Well, so I had that problem. I have a bunch of kittens out in our storage right now. I had like a colony of cats. We finally got the yard all cleaned up. A lot of cat poop. It was disgusting. But they keep getting pregnant too. All my cats are fixed. But the ones outside aren't mine. They're just like feral cats. So yeah, they keep having kittens. And there's a black one out there with blue eyes. There's a white one like the one I have. There's so many beautiful kittens out there that people would adopt, you know, but I don't want to catch them all, take them away from the mom, and then not be able to adopt them out because Mr. West Texas will kill me if I bring a bunch of kittens in here.
Yep.
Hi, STG. How are you?
I don't know. You need to quit using that word a little so much.
What?
The Kill.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think about it. Yeah, you're right. I need to quit saying that. But you're not supposed to say that other word either.
Which one? Shit?
No.
Constipation? Oh, god damn it!
Are you okay? Are you sick, STG? Are you feeling bad? Feeling under the weather?
I dropped bacon and I dropped sausage.
Well, quit trying to just cram it in your mouth so fast, baby. Last time I was there, one of her cats had babies at the same time. One cat abandoned her kittens, and the other took them. Well, y'all don't even want to know. I haven't even like been on since I had to do this, but you know, I told you there was a colony of cats in my backyard that were having kittens, and I had to go. We went in that storage, and I smelt something. And I was like, there's something in here that's unalived. Went out there, had to take three of them. There's 3 of them in there, 3 kittens. Had to take them out that were in 3 different stages of decomposition. And we had to take out of that storage. And I hope there's no more in there. It was disgusting. You have to go get your back adjusted. I want to go to a chiropractor too. I want to,
Hey,
I want to
look,
get my back adjusted.
I think you can just pick this up like this.
And eat it like that. My jaw feels like it's out of line. Like, I don't know. Can they do that? I'm not even sure what a chiropractor can and can't do, but can I get a fork, please?
Is this hot?
That is, I don't know. I haven't tried that one.
Damn, this is good. This is good. Look, there, buddy. It's kind of good.
Can I have a fork?
Ooh, you don't want
Oh, I'm sorry, Stack Attack. You were sick.
well, I'm hoping you're better now. Well,
Yeah, I'm sorry too, BB. It took us a while to do the mail call on yours. I'm so sorry. We just for there for like 2 weeks. We were just like so busy. You had the worst cough you've ever had. I'm so sorry.
Is there cheese on
You
it?
feeling better
Yes.
now? Move, fatty.
I guess I'm gonna try some salsa.
I really did love your sticker and chip. Too cute. Actually, I have a bunch of y'all stickers up on our fridge. If y'all send us one, it's up on our fridge.
Just sit right over it.
Scoot over one.
Okay, yeah, I
Because
think I need my jaw adjusted because like
it's shrunker.
the way like I when I chew, I
Oh.
bite the inside of my mouth or my tongue a lot, and I feel like it's because my jaw's off out of line. When you get out of there, STG, do you feel really good, like relaxed and like almost like a massage?
Mm. 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 Put some of that on. Put some of that
You
on.
have a spoon?
No, I just went like that. Riley,
Yeah,
Riley, put some of this on it.
what, the hot sauce?
Yeah.
Or the salsa?
My sister-in-law can give the best massages ever. But I'll be asleep in like 2 seconds.
Mm.
Even your dogs get adjusted.
Oh, you can put a lot of. It's not spicy. It's not hot.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Did you hurt your back, STG? Sorry, I'm just curious. I'm a curious person. I ask a lot of questions.
Oh, yeah. What do you think?
It's good.
Good shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Pretty good stuff right there, huh?
Oh,
God.
okay. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks.
Did y'all figure out what movie y'all wanted to watch?
We're gonna go tomorrow, but we haven't figured it out yet. We're gonna look. I'll look in a minute and we'll talk about it. LJ.
I damn flies, man.
How are you, LJ?
It's really good, Michael, thank you.
You're welcome.
Everybody knows your name anyway.
I know. What do you think?
It's delicious, but it's a lot of egg.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of egg.
That's just good for you.
It's delicious. It's good though. I love it. It's delicious.
It's good, but using more cheese.
LJ, you're painting the house.
Painting the house. Isn't it hot out?
You should try
Oh,
some
you
of the
need a new
salsa. See, it's not
audiobook.
hot.
Okay, Tranda. What do you like? Tell me what kind of what because I can give you some good ones.
Oh, this is bad.
Do you like fiction? Do you like mystery? Do you like sci-fi? Or do you like motivational or what are they called? Self-improvement type books? All right, LJ. Hustling.
Wow.
Sci-fi fantasy? Okay, never mind.
What do you think with the salsa?
I don't know any sci-fi fantasy ones. So you have to go.
I'm busy. You know how to end it, right?
For real? Well, hurry up.
Well,
Go.
that turned out pretty good. I think if I go to do this again, which I'm sure I will, I think I will not put as much egg in each one,
That's right, LJ.
and maybe like try to crisp up the tortillas first.
Yeah, that's right, LJ. I've been wanting to look into the book of Ezekiel. That's the one I want to. I'm sorry, not Ezekiel. Wrong name. I mean the book of Enoch. That's the one I want to. Bye, B. Taylor. Thank you for being here. Have a good day. Has anybody heard of the book of Enoch? I know LJ has. I can't eat anymore. There's too much egg. And if you don't, you better eat like a little bit of it because Dad worked hard on it. It's got a lot of egg. It's got a lot of egg. I'm not big on eggs, y'all. I'm just not a big egg eater. The Moat in God's Eye novel by. What's that about, Bean Becky? I really wish I had time to read more. When I clean my house and stuff, I find myself and do laundry. I find myself listening to a lot of like truthers because I want to know what's going on like out there right now, and I don't have time for anything else because I'm just kind of like entranced in listening to these certain people. But I wish I could like branch out and start, listening to some book, at least just listening to some books, audio books or something. I used to have a job where we were a contractor for medical records, and I sat all day long looking through medical records, and I would listen to books on tape. We'd go get them at the library, and I loved it. I loved it because I developed such a amazing vocabulary when I was listening to books all the time. But I haven't done that in years, so I've kind of lost it. Oh, he said it was fake. Okay, well, I didn't know that. I mean, I know there was a possibility, but a lot of people believe it's real. I still want to see what it. I still would like to read it. Oh, that sounds cool. See, I love movies like that. I like listening. I love sci-fi movies, and I love anything having to do with aliens or UFOs, stuff like that. What? Done?
I took a bite of that and that, and it gave it more flavor.
Okay, are you done?
Mm-hmm.
You want to eat your little crust, that bowl? It's really good.
I don't really like crust.
Okay. Oh yeah. Well, I think the book of Enoch is real, and I think there's a lot of books of the Bible that we, don't have access to that probably tells us everything we need to know. Wheel of Time series. My son was reading this one book. I'm trying to think of the name of it. It was really cool. Fallen Angels, Giants, Mermaids. Yep. Yeah. Has anybody watched the trail cam videos? I mean, those are crazy. I mean, crazy. Some of the stuff those things pick up, I'm like, what in the heck? The Book of Eli, good movie. I don't know if I've seen that one. Yeah, transit. I would have to be listening to something always if I was you. I wouldn't be able to. My mind would be racing if I spent as much time driving as you do. I would definitely be listening to podcast or book on tape or audio book, whatever. I'd be having to have something occupy my mind. You want to get a trail cam? Oh, those trail cam videos are so crazy. Weird stuff gets picked up on those things, and I mean, I'm sure some of it could be faked, but not all of it is fake. And as like LJ says, all the things that throughout time that we've been taught as mythical creatures and things like that are probably all real. I mean, do you really think people came up with these things if they've been like dragons, for instance? Those been in like so many different cultures throughout time. So somebody in every culture made up a dragon. You know what I mean? It's that kind of stuff that like really gets you thinking. Oh no. I feel sorry for that kid, OTG. Man, I heard he was tossed around, sent around, passed around.
Who you talking about?
Justin Bieber.
Oh, that's very graphic what you were just saying.
About what? Well, I'm just saying I feel
It
sorry.
came out that he didn't get touched.
That's no. He's afraid. He's
Afraid. Hey, let me see how I can
scared.
do Let me see how I can do this.
Well, Phoebe, if you go to New Orleans, they'll tell you they are real. My brother,
Ooh.
he used to live in New Orleans, and he's a scientist.
Hey, look, there we go. Man, it kind of works.
And
I got
he said that voodoo was definitely real.
Hoodoo.
My brother, he goes, it's real.
Voodoo. You know where that's from?
No.
Well, some bitch, now I got a memory block. That one with David Bowie, the movie with David Bowie and Jennifer Connelly,
A little bit, just a little bit of OTG.
where he says voodoo, hoodoo, voodoo. Then he sings this song. Some bitch, I forgot the name of the song. The movie.
Right, LJ? I would have never camped alone. I don't even like camping with a bunch of people. I'm like hearing all these noises. I hear a twig snap or some weird noise, and I don't even know if I could. My dad used to take us camping a lot when we were young, but I would always hear stuff. Yeah, those are real. STG, I would not mess with one of those. I wouldn't even bring it in my home. Thank you, Scrap Metal Racing. How are you? David Bowie.
The Goblin
Yeah,
King,
the
yes.
Goblin King.
But what was the name of the movie? Total brain fartage here.
What was the name of the movie, Humble?
Labyrinth. Yes.
Labyrinth.
Yes, Labyrinth. Now I know. Hey, look, there was 19 people watching. I showed my beautiful face, and now it's down to 14.
I don't know why.
Awesome.
You
So I'm
do-
you know
I don't
why?
know why you do that.
Why what? Why show my beautiful face?
They can't handle your beauty. They have to get off. They're like, this man is. It's too. His
He's-
aura is too bright. I can't
I
handle
got
it.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is.
I know.
Definitely got to be.
Man, these were actually pretty darn good. What do you think? Too eggy for you, I
You
know,
just recently
but
made your way out of the labyrinth. Maybe we're in a labyrinth right now.
it's a labyrinth.
Labyrinth, however you say it, labyrinth.
Anyways,
Labyrinth. That's what it looks like. It says labyrinth.
labyrinth.
I know.
Anyways,
I'm
what
not
do you
saying
think?
you're
What do you
wrong.
think about this?
I mean, it was good, but it's not my favorite.
So
thing.
what would you rather have for breakfast?
I like. I don't know. Honestly, I don't eat breakfast. If you're not home, I don't eat it. I just don't eat. We don't. The kids will when they get up.
Cereals?
cereal or oatmeal or
Yeah.
sometimes I'll make them
French
sausage.
toast.
French toast, hash browns would have been good.
That's all eggs. That's all carbs. You need the protein. The eggs is where the protein
Well, that's
is
what
at.
I'm saying. If I'm gonna do like just protein, it's not gonna be egg. It was just you and the devil down there.
Yeah. We're gonna.
Well, didn't you know hell is empty and all the devils are here.
Oh, god dang, Humble. That does sound good.
That was a quote from Shakespeare. He said, "Hell is empty and all the
Country
devils are
fried
here."
steak, eggs, hash browns, and
Saying
gravy.
that, in other words, that there's no demons or the devil's not in hell. He's here right now.
Well,
with
according to
us.
that, well,
Running the world, ruling this plane.
according to that kooky feller you were watching last night, the devil's in Geneva.
Geneva,
Yeah.
Switzerland.
Geneva. That's where El Diablo is.
They said that's where he's at. That's where he reigns, from Geneva.
What are you doing, Axl Rose?
I'm trying to exercise while I'm standing here, doing some movement.
I don't believe
He did
any of
dance like
that.
that, huh? He used
Yeah,
to do this.
yeah,
I remember that.
yep. He did there.
Hell hasn't been created yet, not until the end of the millennial reign of Christ. Okay.
I mean,
Sounds good, STG. That's what I was just telling him because he was saying that evil is always going to be here, but Jesus is coming back to reign for 1,000 years. He hasn't, and I heard a guy talking the other day on this podcast saying that the reign of Christ has already happened, that we're not even in the correct year.
oh, don't talk about that skipping timelines and shit.
And no, it has nothing to do with skipping timeline. It's the way that when the Romans came in and changed everything, that they changed the year even. Like they say that they made our time different.
The Romans.
So we may not be in 2025.
Because the Aztec calendar predates the Romans.
But okay. So anyway, this guy was claiming that Jesus has already reigned, that there's all this proof and this and that. I've never heard this theory. I thought it was an interesting theory. I don't believe it's true. I don't believe Jesus has reigned yet. But everybody thinks we're seeing all the signs of in Revelations, and if you're looking metaphorically for something, you're gonna find it in everything.
But
So-
and you got to think that this whole end of days shit's been going on since the beginning of time. Like
Since COVID. That's
like
what to me.
like we were watching that deal last night where the
There's a-
stars falling on Alabama. What was it called? Falling stars on Alabama or something like that.
That was
an asteroid, right?
Yeah.
It was the biggest meteor shower and whatever.
Yeah,
They could
yeah.
see it, blah, 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 right? But the people that saw it were thinking, oh shit, it's the end of the world. That's it. This is it. The hell, brimstone, and fire, And it wasn't.
OTG, I don't like calling you that name. OTG. I'm just curious, like, where did you hear that? Like, what you're saying, there's a gulf in heaven. Because, like, I've always wondered too, like, some people say that heaven is not our final destination. It's a waiting. It's like another theory is that it's just a wait. It's a plane that we wait in. So like I wonder that too. Like so like when you pass away and you go to heaven, you can't. If they say you're happy and there's no sadness or pain. So that would mean that you could not look down and see your family, right? Like you wouldn't be able to. Do you get what I'm saying?
You can't.
So like, why do people? Because like I know, like I've smelt my dad's cologne. I've smelt the cigarettes. Like I know that his cigarettes had a distinct smell. Like I've sensed him. You can call me crazy if you want, but
Okay, but
so I wonder what if they do come and they're here and they can be around us because people believe that.
Look what it
Then are
says
they
in
just
the
waiting somewhere and it's not really the final destination, somewhere else is, and they're just waiting for the world to, you know what I mean? Do y'all get what I'm trying to say?
Silver Spurs. It's been forever since I've had salmon roe, and it is delicious. I
What's
love it.
Is that the egg
The
sack?
egg sack. I mean, I love salmon. I love salmon roe. I used to catch fresh salmon all the
crepe
time.
lasagna, BB. Oh my God,
yeah.
BB? Will you send me that recipe? I love crepes. Please, I want to try that. Me and my mom made crepes the other day, and they were so good.
But as far as what you were saying, it says in the
Email
Bible
it to
that
me,
there's
please.
no such things as and it's weird, like ghosts are really demons trying to get at you.
And see,
You know.
that's another thing. You know, we're seeing all these weird, we're seeing these craft in the sky. They're. I mean, you can't deny they're everywhere. There's these orbs. There's these craft flying around us, right? And people are, you know, there's people out there that claim that these are angels and demons in this technology. That they have all this like technology that we think is alien, but it's actually interdimensional, and it's angels and demons coming through in this technology. I'm not kidding you. That's all.
Technology.
I'm just telling you theories. I'm not telling you I believe in any of these. I'm just telling you that's a theory. I want to know what y'all think about this stuff because I find it fascinating. Oh, it was at a restaurant. Okay, I bet you I can find one on Pinterest. I'll look.
I'm not saying I don't believe or disbelieve. I don't believe that there's. I don't know.
The Shepherd's Chapel. Okay, I'll do that.
I don't believe that there's things in the sky. I mean, have I seen
Michael,
one? I haven't seen one.
It's so evident. They're all over. Just go on.
Hi
I know you've
everybody,
got
I'm
social
Michael,
media.
by the way.
They know who you are. Go to. Oh my God, that sounds so good. Now I really want to. Now I really want to make that.
You know what's weird? I'm almost 50 years old and I drink out of plastic cups because our children would break every cup we had. That's weird to me. Glass,
What's
I'm
wrong
sorry.
with drinking out of a plastic cup?
I outgrew plastic cups when I was like 9.
Well, we have to have plastic cups because we have cats and children, and cats equal to more children because cats are just like children, and we can't have glass.
Yeah, cats are destructive.
My most beautiful, one of my most beautiful schooner glasses I love so much. I have 2 of them. I got them in an estate sale. My stupid ass cat knocked one down and shattered it. Another really old vintage glass I had, my daughter knocked it over and shattered it. I mean, my stuff, like my house gets just shredded.
Stack that gold. Thanks for coming in. Good to see you.
All right,
I'm
enjoy.
glad you're feeling better.
I hope you feel better after your thing, and hope you have a good holiday weekend. Stay safe, STG. Oh, real quick, STG, on that bottle, on that short that we posted, it was the light wasn't inside the drink. It was like on the bottom of the bottle. So it was just showing the illusion as it being in, like, as if the drink was like, you know, it was inside the drink, but it was not. It was on the outside. Just in case you were wondering.
Yeah.
Okay. Have a good day, STG.
That's,
Yeah, cats are very mischievous. That was actually I had a dinner party and my dinner guest bought me that as a gift. She's a really awesome lady. I love her so much. Anyway, she brought that really cool little gift to us. But
so
anyway,
it was a cool gift. I don't drink, so I didn't have any. But it looked cool.
but you,
It looked
you
cool,
could
like-
if you wanted to. I mean, I know that you have discipline now because I've seen it.
But that doesn't mean I always want to have discipline.
No, that's true. Cats are very mischievous, humble. They have my cat. I had a cup from I'd stopped at this place and got ice, and I got fountain drinks. Had it sitting next to me on the bedside table, and my cat was trying to get over there to sniff it, and I was grabbing him, and he finally got loose, and he walked over to it, and he looks right up at me, and waits for me to look at him. And when I look at him, he just knocks it down into the ground.
I don't like
literally
cats.
did it on, like, literally looked at me like, look what I'm about to do, and you're not going to do anything about it. And he knocks it over and looks at me and walks off. And I went up to him, and I didn't kick him hard, but I kind of kicked him in the butt a little bit. I was so
Animal
mad,
cruelty.
little jerk.
What was
No,
that movie? What was
I
that
love
Stephen
mine.
King movie? What was that? What was that Stephen King movie where the mom and son are like giant cat people,
Oh, Jason, yes.
and
I think that would be it.
and then the little cats surround their house. Do you remember that? Like they change. Like,
I remember Pet Cemetery.
what was that Stephen King movie?
Put that in.
They oh man, I can't remember nothing about these movies now.
You usually have a pretty good memory.
I know,
too.
but it's these. I haven't seen these movies in a long time. But
We don't, yeah, because we never watch movies.
yeah.
Always have to work.
Oh, have y'all heard of Angel Studios? Man, you know, like about a year ago, they were looking for people to buy stock into their movie company, and
Half of what you type gets blocked.
um,
I do believe it. OTG, I do believe it.
man, but they've been turning out some good movies here lately. It seems like should have bought some stock in that. You know that? I wonder if you still can. I wonder. I mean,
I'm
if
sure,
it's going to be.
I'm positive you still can.
I mean, it seemed pretty good
I
stuff,
don't-
you know.
yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I wish we would be trying to do
Yeah.
right now.
Me too. Buy more gold.
Buy more, just invest more.
Yeah.
Try to try to invest and grow. Make some actual money.
OTG's neighbor's cats dig up whatever he plants. Plant the cats. That's what I would do.
Did you talk to your neighbor about it? I'm not even kidding you, OTG. Like, we cleaned our yard on Monday, and we had to clean up piles. We raked, like, we literally dug and raked because I had all those feral cats in the
feral
back.
cats.
We had to clean up so much crap. It was disgusting. And like I told y'all earlier, I had to get 3 dead kittens out of there, 3 unalive kittens.
You know what?
I think they were probably just stillborn. They were little tiny things.
What are these?
One of them was already like decomposing and like
Hey, what are
dripping.
these?
It was disgusting.
Wait, what are these?
I was like, oh, they're scrubbers. My mom gave them to me. They're to scrub dishes and stuff.
Did she make them?
I don't know if she did or not. She didn't
that's
say.
Cool. Have you ever
Anyway,
showed anybody your
it-
stuff up here?
No, but I need to let me dust it. It needs to be dusted first. So anyway, had to clean up unalive cats,
Yeah.
cat crap, you name it. But our backyard looks amazing. All I need to do now is go get some flowers and bushes to plant out there, and no kitty stir fry, no kitty barbacoa, and none of that. No kitty tacos.
You know, I hate this time of year. Like, I mean, I like it summertime, but I hate when the flies come out again because it doesn't matter. Like, as soon as you open your door, boom, there's flies inside.
Not only flies, but mosquitoes.
Yeah. Like, delivering pizzas, you would think that I would never, like, I'm driving, right? I'll pull up in front of a house, I'll open the door, and as soon as I open the door, there's like 3 flies coming in the car. It's so horrible. I hate it.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've noticed, but when you walk out the door, for some reason, right here, like
Yeah.
right in front of the door, I mean, it's like they know.
They know.
They,
Like,
they're waiting to come in. They as soon as you open that door, they zoom in, and it's like, and this guy wants to go outside every 2 hours.
Yeah.
So that doesn't
I
help.
know.
5 of my other neighbors are fine with me and my crossbow. I don't have the heart. I know you don't.
I do.
I know you
I-
don't. No, he's full of crap.
Oh,
You would kill only time I've
Don't.
anytime I've ever seen you unalive is because it was suffering and it needed to, you had compassion and empathy for it, and you put it out of its misery.
Well, yeah, but that's
The male cats do, they pee or they spray. It's kind of two different things. But that's kind of the reason why Mr. West Texas hates my male cat. I have one male cat that I rescued because he was the runt, and his mother wasn't taking care of him, and his eyes were sealed shut with conjunctivitis, and when I would walk into the storage, he would crawl to me, he would hear my voice, and he was like begging me. So I took him, and I took him to the vet, and I, rescued him, and he, normally I wouldn't have a male cat, but like I said, he was unexpected, he was a rescue, and
hi, Bubba.
he's peed on Mr. West Texas stuff for some reason. He just does it on his. Well, he has done it on some of the girl stuff too. Like,
Now here's my rescue. Oh, let me go this way. See? Odin. What are you doing? That's my big guy.
they get the hose.
Are you hungry? What do you want? You want breakfast?
My mom has this gun that you
That's
can
the
shoot-
salt gun.
Yeah, it's a salt gun. Yeah, the mom has one of those transit.
What do you want? He was a big boy. He was a big boy.
Oh, I know. My dog and not even the outside cats are scared of him. They'll even try to rub on him. Like even the feral cats try to rub against him. My dog is just a big angel. Like he's the biggest sweetheart you've ever met.
He's a good soul.
He is a good soul. We got so blessed with.
But come through the door and he'll eat you. Don't get it twisted. Come through that door, he'll eat you.
He does protect his family.
We got a big guard dog. Him's a big guard dog. Him's a big guard dog, huh? Actually, we got a more of an attack cat. Our oldest cat does not
Good
hesitate
morning.
to run towards danger.
Goomba Gary.
Oh, we're doing good. We are good.
When he first brought that, our dog home, I looked at it and he looked so big to me, and I was like, is he a wolf?
Yeah.
I was like, is that a wolf? And he's like, no, it's a husky. It's just a big husky. And so I was like, oh, I didn't know his temperament or anything. I was kind of concerned. And we had to keep him in the garage at first, because we didn't know how he was, we didn't know him. He was a stranger. And then, we finally let him in. And, once we let him in, it was over. He melted our hearts. And we tried, we did look for an owner. He wasn't chipped. He wasn't fixed. He was well groomed. He was well fed. We searched we posted all over the place trying to find his owner. People came forward, but he ended up not being their dog because he has a significant
Eye color.
and none of their all theirs have blue eyes. And so nobody claimed him.
Nobody
So
claimed him.
now he's ours. He's chipped and everything.
He's definitely our dog.
Got him fixed right away and got him shots and checked out and chipped. So a fly landed on my eye when I was driving through Phoenix traffic once. Oh my God. Yeah, have y'all ever had a fly try to attack y'all, just keep buzz, like attack you? Because I have. That won't it'll just keep buzzing in your face.
So I picked him up in traffic. I coaxed him in.
No, he's not even kidding you. In the middle of one of the busiest
Intersections.
busiest intersections in this city. He was in the middle. I mean, cars just zooming around him, and Mr. West Texas pulled over and went out and grabbed him.
Yeah, well, I didn't quite grab him. There's some apartment complexes right next to the intersection, and he had already kind of made his way to the first row of apartments.
First, he was
And I
standing
was-
on that corner. Remember
Yeah.
with that guy, and that guy kicked at him.
Kicked at him.
He was trying to like go up to the guy because he looked scared and lost.
And
I'm sure.
so the guy kicked at him, and I pulled into the apartment complex. He made it kind of to the first row, and he didn't, he was scared, so he didn't want to really come to me. And he was sitting in front of this door, and I knocked on the door, and sure enough, there was a kid eating some Popeye's chicken.
So I thought you had to get him out of the street.
No, he made it to the first row of the apartments, and there was a colorful kid eating some Popeye's chicken, and he was sitting in front of the door, and I knocked on the door, and I asked him if I could borrow that chicken bone.
Well, because I
So I
remember,
coaxed him into the car with it.
but I remember you. I remember you telling me that you were trying to get him, and someone threw you a leash out the window of the car.
Yeah.
So I thought you were in
No.
the street getting him.
Somebody threw me a rope out there in the car, and off through the street. Huh?
Trying to make you look like a hero. Risking
Anyways,
your life.
well,
No,
there was
I really thought you went. You
no.
risking him in the
He
street.
you know where the apartments are right there.
Okay.
Well,
Now,
he went-
okay. I guess I misunderstood.
He
you.
went. He made. Somebody did drive by and throw me a rope, right? So he had made it to the first row of apartments right there.
Oh my God, transit! What happened after that? Did it get saved, or you just had to keep going? You couldn't stop.
And I was trying to capture him and coax him into the car. The door he was sitting in front of, I knocked on the door, and there was a colorful kid
Yes.
eating some Popeye's chicken. And I straight asked him, I said, "Can I borrow that chicken bone from you?" And I let him sniff it a little bit, and I threw it in the back seat of the car, and he jumped in the car. Yeah, it was awesome. But anyways,
That's why you don't like. I don't know why I see people driving around town all the time with their windows rolled all the way down, with dogs literally hanging halfway out the car, and I'm like thinking, you don't think your dogs might just jump out? It's an animal, like it's instinctively gonna do what it thinks it needs to do. And so I'm always seeing people do that, and we've let him in the car, but we just even cracked the window, even though he probably couldn't fit through it. We still just kind of crack it a little bit because I'm too scared of him jumping out or falling out or.
I've
you
never
know.
been for that. I've always been kind of against that.
I actually got behind these people that had these two big old huge. What kind of dogs
They
were
they looked like they were.
they? Mastiffs.
No, they looked like they were Great Pyrenees.
Great Pyrenees dogs, right? Like we had just driven into town from, I think it was Lubbock or somewhere.
Go in our shorts. It's in our shorts.
Yeah, it's in our shorts, and there's these two dogs in the back of this truck just going at it, like in the middle of an intersection.
Gary,
Oh my God.
I get that. I mean, we have. Oh, and to me, they're treated more like strays, and there are so many strays.
People dump dogs here. People go out in the oil field. I saw, Mr. West Texas sent me a video. This happened last year, like around August, I believe. This guy was out working out in the oil field, far out, and this beautiful mama husky comes out of the bushes
Yeah, with puppies.
with puppies. Somebody dumped her out there. Like, it's one thing to not want your dog. That's fine. Go dump it in a neighborhood, but to dump it.
Dump them
No,
at all.
don't dump it, period. But if you're gonna at least have a heart and at least where it'll survive. Those
Yeah.
dogs, they know they're gonna die out there. And I think that guy said, I can't get them. I got to go to work. But he was just letting people know if anybody wanted to go out there and get them. But I don't think anybody ever did. I don't know. That's so sad.
Usually Christmas time, everybody wants a new puppy. There's a lot of backyard
There's a lot
breeders
of
around here.
huskies.
A lot of
Huskies.
there's a lot of backyard breeders around here. You see them in the parking lots of the grocery store parking lots. They'll be sitting there.
Come here, Popeyes.
They'll be
Come here.
sitting there and
Come on,
trying to sell these puppies. What do you
Come here.
want? What do you
Okay.
want? You want to say hi to everybody? Hey, say hi, everybody. he wanting to go. He wanting something.
Come here, he wants to go with his mama. He wants to
So these guys are they just breed them and they, everybody wants one around Christmas time. Oh, I'm gonna give my kid a puppy. I'm gonna give my girlfriend a puppy. Girlfriend splits the sheets and doesn't want the puppy, and the guy doesn't want the puppy, and now the puppy's a little bit bigger, and to the streets it goes. This place is wild, man. They're having cockfights here now. There was a cockfighting ring that got busted. I mean, it's the Wild West here.
Those have been going on.
Yeah.
Those cockfights have been going on back since the beginning of time.
And,
They literally put
yeah,
little spikes on their
They're
claws,
razors,
so they'll rip each other apart. It's so sad. And people, they're also they're going around town and getting dogs, gathering them up to be like bait dogs.
they get the strays, or they'll steal dogs right out of people's yards. There's a lot of dog.
In a cockfight.
There's a lot of dog theft around here too.
OTG, you're too much.
When I'm taking Odin for walks around the block, I've had people slow way down and look at him. Either they were looking at him or they were looking at me.
We've had people do that several times.
Yeah.
We thought one time it might have been the people that owned them before us, because these people literally almost stopped. And they were breaking their necks looking, and we were looking back at them can we help you? And it was the dog they were looking at.
Yeah. Well,
It's legal over there, transit. That's so sad. That's animal cruelty. It is.
Well, you know what? If you're gonna fry the shit up, I don't care. If you're gonna fry up them old nasty tough ass roosters, then go for it. But if you're just gonna fight them,
they give them steroids.
they don't give them none of that stuff. They just keep them lean.
Bet you they give them
I
steroids.
know.
Oh wow! So it's like the horse like horse races. It's like a common sport there, huh? Yeah, it is in Mexico too. It's real common. And a friend of mine's husband used to raise them. And I remember they had a bunch, and he said he was showing me one time. He said it was worth $2,000 or more.
Chance Brown, the Texas legislator. I mean, it's a felony here. They don't enforce it. If it's really extreme heat or extreme cold here in West Texas, if you have your dog tied up with inadequate shelter, food, or water, then boom, they can get you on a felony charge. But try to get OPD to enforce that shit. They don't enforce the laws for people, much less.
Look, I can just say this much: this place we live in, it has nothing. They have nothing in place for these animals. They don't have any kind of rescues. They don't have any kind of shelters. They don't have any kind of anywhere that we could, help these animals. And these stray animals are running rampant around here, and people dumping animals is running rampant around here. And there's nothing done about it. Nothing is ever done about it. It's sad. So
hell, Chance, I'm in the need of a serious vacation. I'm thinking about calling La Migra on myself. Ship me over there to Cabo San Lucas for a while, and then I'll be like, nah, man, I'm an American, and fly me back home for free.
that's exactly. It breaks my heart.
Well, and the one thing we're finding out here in this area, with in the Midland Odessa area, is these animal shelters. They're not. It's not. They do need money, but
Yeah, I get
there's
it.
also corruption there too.
Y'all
Because
don't understand though how much income we have here. We're an oil rich town. There's no excuse for the condition of our city,
the condition of our schools.
for the condition of our schools. Where's the money going? Because it's not going to the city. I can tell you that much, 100%. that's been a big issue right now around here is corruption within our, you know, local government. A lot of corruption.
No, no, I mean, it's good for the people in the oil industry. You know, and I mean, I do pretty dang good, but
Well, we have to pay a lot of
It doesn't-
taxes. We
it
pay a lot of
doesn't,
taxes here. So I
it
mean,
doesn't equate to the money staying in here, you know. Uh, I don't know if you guys know this guy or not, and I don't really talk, you know, haven't really talked about him too much, but his name's Nino America. And he just did a story on the mayor of Midland making
Exactly.
damn near like
Bubba,
their
right.
their salary for being the mayor of Midland or the city manager, one of them positions, is damn near the same as being the president. It's like $375,000 a year. You know, no, Texas doesn't have an income tax, but we have a hell of a sales tax. You know, and I mean, county to county, hell, I think in one quarter the county after county made over, or in 1 month or something like that. After they calculated it,
yes, Chance, property taxes are outrageous, and yes, we do pay them.
Ector County did something like $3 million in sales tax just from alcohol. You know,
Yeah.
so
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Transit, you passing through, huh?
passing through.
Well, we're waving. That's funny. One of these days, he's gonna have to stop and visit it.
Yeah.
Visit us again. That was really nice going out and having what, brunch, I guess.
Yeah, it was brunch.
But I like to go somewhere better next time.
Well,
Everything's just higher around here. You know, the cost of living here is outrageous. I mean, like to buy a property here is outrageous. To own a home is outrageous. It's costs a lot of money to live around here.
Gary,
because
they
of that.
are. Taxes are unconstitutional. They are. And I mean, you know, it's funny because if we would quit,
What do y'all think of this
if we
new,
would quit being in this pissing contest left and right, and just be like, you know what, it's time we go after the middle and tell them we're done with this. We're done with these high taxes. We're done with all this bullshit. We're done with not having a say in anything. Then, you know,
what do y'all think about this big, beautiful spending bill? Anybody have any comments or opinions on that?
Chance, I don't know. I wouldn't say that there's more money in Washington State. I mean,
we have what did you say you saw on there that we have the most?
maybe I wouldn't argue that Washington
Million.
State's, you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
I would say our Washington State's more expensive than it is here. But that doesn't. I don't think that equates for you know, Washington State having more income or bringing more income than Texas. I mean, but I haven't lived in Washington State. I have lived in Oregon, and for a long time, Oregon had a really high unemployment rate because nobody wanted to work. And there's not that much work there. The Seattle area, income per capita is here. I guess that depends on what part of Texas, because I mean, here, you know, the average, I mean, let's face it, this is oil field country.
We
Per
live
capita,
on top of the biggest oil reserve in the world. This is
per capita, there's more millionaires here in this area
Yeah, there
than
is. Look,
anywhere
you can-
else
you
in the
can look that
country. I
up.
mean, you know, I mean and it's funny, you know, people are talking about the economy now. People are talking about the economy, and
I don't care
And
where it
how-
goes more. Just when
I
it
mean,
be lower.
you know,
It doesn't even matter where it costs more.
it's funny because here we don't go off of what the economy's like in California,
Nuh-uh.
Oregon,
No,
Washington.
we have our own.
We have our own
We
economy.
have our own economy.
And our
here.
economy is way different than what it is, you know, other places. I mean, it could be a horrible, horrible economy with recession like, and here in West Texas, we're just
Normal.
everyday normal life.
Yeah, nothing different.
You know, nothing different.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Chance. That the argument's not where. I mean, where the cost of living's higher or where there's more millionaires. That's not the point. My point was more money needs to go into other things,
the infrastructure here.
Not into corrupt people's pockets. That's my point. So we're all being screwed, honestly.
Well, yeah.
At the end of the day, Washington, Texas, Hawaii, wherever you're at, chances are your government, someone in your government
Is giving you the wiener.
Exactly. Well, I don't know about that. I mean,
Well, yeah, literally the green weenie. That's what you're getting.
so I'm just saying they need to. There's a lot of stuff they could be working on here that they're not.
Oh yeah, and the money's here.
And there's money here. There's a
There's
lot of
money
money
here.
here, and it's just ridiculous. We shouldn't have to deal with that kind of stuff.
No, we shouldn't. There should be no reason why the goddamn elementary schools here in Odessa have fucking stickers and rocks for
And why
playgrounds.
does and y'all answer me this? Why does a P, you know what, get to live so close to a elementary school? Because we live literally right down the block from one. Not even, I would say, how many feet you think we live from that school?
What?
How far do you think we live from the
Oh,
school?
I don't know. I don't know.
We have one across the street that literally lives right down the street from school. Kids walk in front of their house
Yeah.
all the time, walking home from school.
Me and Becky, have a great day. See ya. Hope to catch you again.
Thanks for being here, BB.
We're actually gonna probably get ready to jump off
Yeah,
this
we're
thing.
fixing to
We're
get off.
getting pretty heated. Well, I don't know about
I'm
heated,
not
but
heated. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of issues.
there's a lot of issues. There's a lot of issues in every town. I mean, Seattle had what was that? What'd they call that place? Chad? The Chad zone or whatever it was, you know? I mean,
That's right, LJ. LJ knows what's
yeah,
up.
LJ knows what's
LJ
up.
knows what's up.
But, you know, I mean, Oregon's a shithole that, you know, look at how well I mean, it's a beautiful state. But let's face it, every Democrat state that's out there right now is paying higher in everything. Higher gas, higher food prices, higher housing. You know, my mom's house right now is, you know, it's in Oregon. It's up for sale, $420,000. You can get the same house here in Texas for $260,000. You know, I mean, and let's scratch your freaking head for a second and think. What's the difference? What's the difference between Oregon and Texas, where the housing market has that much of a difference?
Well, check your channel out, Goomba Gary.
You know,
Are you going to do a live on it, or are you just doing a video?
I think we're sub to him.
Oh, that's crazy, Silver Spurs. I can't imagine what it cost up in Austin.
A half acre of land, 300,000 in Breckenridge. Wow.
87 indictments of cases I worked before I retired. Wow, LJ.
Yeah.
Mad respect, LJ.
Oh, Transit, I saw your video on LA. Man, that was wild.
Okay, I'm gonna sub. I'll
And-
sub.
And that's something we don't. That's something we don't see a whole lot of around here. You know? Did you watch Transit's video of Los Angeles?
I haven't seen it. No.
Okay.
I'll watch it.
It's-
now that
it's-
you're bringing it up.
Driving the bus. Hey, I wish he was open too. He wasn't open yesterday, and I got the itches and the scratches, and I'm like, what the hell am I gonna do now for silver? Because I didn't buy any. And the last time I bought anything was the last weekend, and I ended up buying a tube of dimes. So yeah, I'm going through withdrawals. Bad withdrawals. That was horrible, though. I mean, that video, we don't, and maybe you might see that in Austin and Houston and Dallas and all that stuff, but all those places. But we don't see that here in West Texas. I mean, I have a friend that's homeless, and I help him out when I can, but he's got a little studio apartment, and he will go out in front of a store and panhandle and do what he has to do to make rent, but we don't see the right there on the sidewalk and whatnot. You know, maybe there's some, you know, because they move around. There's some that do end up here, and they try that on the sidewalk shit, you know. But the other, and I'm not saying there's no homeless people here, but they police their own. And they will literally, you know, hey, clean up after yourself. If you're gonna have a place to crash, don't be visible, you know. And we don't see it here. Not saying it's not here, we just don't see it here. But yeah, I mean, it's not like other places, you know. It's not like LA and yeah, some are just horrible and dangerous, extremely dangerous. This fella, you know, he's loyal though, and that's what some people, you know, are don't understand, you know, is a lot of the dangerous ones, if you show them respect, and you know, they'll have your back, you know.
Come on.
You know, I have quite a few people that because I've done them right and treated them right,
As soon as we're done.
then they
Okay. We're almost done.
they definitely have my back on things. So, you
Who?
know, huh?
Who you talking about?
Billy, you think that if I was in a jam, and you think Billy would like, you think he would throw down?
OTG.
If I was in a jam and needed help, you think Billy would be there to throw down?
I would definitely hope so. Yeah, because I think you would.
You think, like, if something happened here and he's on the streets, he catches word, you know, he knows what's going on the streets. So if something happened here and he knew of it, you know, I mean,
What a POS, LJ. He's crying and. Do you hear him?
okay. Yes,
He wants to go for a walk, and he's being a little baby, so we better.
we better take him for his walk.
He's
Thanks for stopping in, guys. It was
Thank
great
y'all.
being back. Finally,
Bill McGarry,
another live.
I'll sub up, and please sub if you haven't already, and I'm gonna go check out your when you do your live or your video, and OTG, hang in there,
Y'all
bud.
have a.
Thank you for being here, LJ, Transit, of course.
We'll probably do
Silver
another
Spurs.
live tomorrow or something. I
Yeah,
got tomorrow off,
We'll
man.
probably do one
It's,
during the day. Don't wanna do one while the Three Musketeers are doing one. One
I
of
think
them's
it's only
been
the
there.
two musketeers now, but
Oh.
I'll tell you here in a bit.
Okay. Well, the two musketeers. I don't want to do it on their time, but maybe during the day before or something.
Yeah. Anyhow, y'all have a great rest of the day. We'll see you. I'll try to put something out, some kind of video. I don't know. I just ran out of shit to talk about. You know? I mean, you can only go over so many times how shitty goldbacks are and how dimes are the only things, you know? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
So-
Okay.
I mean,
Daddy's
it's
fixing it.
that's yeah. Anyhow, y'all have a great day. Simplify. God bless.
God bless. Hugs, hearts, and high fives.
And we'll catch y'all later.
Love you guys.